show you how to do the edge of the cover. So these are my strips cut, and these two pieces here I'm going to line up with a bit of allowance each side. So I've got a little tiny black edge there, and I'm just going to fix those temporarily in place here. That's that one, and that's that one. And then the long strips, I've already cut a mitered edge for this one, and what I'm going to do is line it up so it matches the pattern there. So if I bring that in, see that's not straight there, so you can see it's like a continuous pattern. I'll zoom in and you can have a look. There, okay, zoom out again. So that's that one there, and then so a little piece of tape just to hold that in place so I know that's the right length. And then this one, I'm going to do the same thing here. Wipe that off because I've done that beforehand. And then I'm going to try and, I think that's probably going to need to go down a bit more, so I'm going to cut that line it up, put a little mark there, and we're going to cut that one. Put that in place, just hold that one in place now because I know that those two are correct. Pop that one there. Now I can take this one. Probably slide it up a little bit, yep, so you can see that I've now got that pattern matching. I'll stick it and then I'll show you. Hold that in place there and there, so you can see, again if I zoom in, you can see that that corner's got a nice mitre. And then the last one, we're just playing with this one. So this is the one that takes a bit of jiggling and wiggling. And I can see from here that I'm going to need to cut that piece off. But I'm going to leave it for a minute just in case for jiggling and wiggling here. So now we want to do exactly the same thing along the top here. And turn your strip round because sometimes it's right. Okay, I can see that that one's probably right there, and that one's not right there. So I'm just going to have a little jiggle and a wiggle, or slip it underneath. That might be easier. So the bottom one is on top of the two side strips, and this one is underneath. So you're going to cut the mitre for this one, I think, probably. So let's line that up where you think it would be. Probably there. So that one will probably be there. And this is very much playing about until you get it right. So if that one's going to be cut, you want it to go that way. That's it, move it along another one. So you've got plenty of space, plenty of room. I might cut that one a smidge short. No, it's okay. Okay, so we're going to stick that one down there. I've got a nice mitre again, you can see there. You might need to jiggle it a little bit more, and I possibly could have got away with cutting it a bit longer. And then my last one is going to be here, so we'll put that there, and that's going to be facing that way. So let's turn that round. That's going to be facing that way, so we'll line it up, and I think probably make sure it's not moved. Pop it there like that. Cut this one here. Hopefully, oh, that's not bad. That's your, let's line it up there, stick that little bit down just so you can see it. That's all nice and straight. And again, we've got a nice mitered corner there. So what you'll need to do then before you do anything else is just mark, take this bit off here, making sure it's still stuck well. Just mark where you need to cut that bit, and the same for this side. And down here, and then we can stick it. I'll take these off. And what I would probably do at this stage, because I haven't edged mine and you might want to edge them, is just put in pencil that's bottom so you know which is which. Top, right, left, because you've spent ages getting them all organised, so tip that off there. And then we'll see. So that one is, I can't even read my writing there. That's the bottom. This one here, we're going to snip along there, and snip along there, and that one is the left side. Oh no, it's not. I'm telling a fib, that's the top. Can't read my writing. So this one is, this one's the left side, and this one is the right side. So that's how they go there, and I'm just going to go around the edge with a black pen, and then we'll see if it all fits together. And you're only going to do the lines along the long straight edges, don't do it on the other bits unless you want to really emphasise your mitre. It's just nice just to do it on the bits there, and we'll put that one there. I can see I've missed a bit. Okay, that's like that. Let's take this one out of the way. And now, the moment of truth. So, let's get these lined up again. So that is bottom, that is left, that is top, and make sure you've got it the right way around. Yep, that's top, and that is the other side. So, here we go. So probably the ones that got straight edges. Just double check, line them up. So. Right, I'm just very lightly sticking it on at the minute because I want to give time for playing with these. You can see that I'm probably going to need to trim that a bit more, I think. That one's right, okay. So I have trimmed it the right length, but you need to pull it across. So that's why you don't want to glue it down too firmly to start with, because then that one, move that over a smidge. Right, that's on there, and then this one should fit on here Yep, like that. Okay, so can you see the importance of just jiggling and wiggling and having a little play, and you might still need to wiggle it a little bit more. That's it. Okay. Once you burnish it, it'll go down, but just do it nice and lightly. Put this one on here. That's how it's going to go, I think. Yep. Put that lightly there. And this one here. Oh, that's better, a bit more light. Okay, that one. Now I'm just looking at this here, so why is that so long there? So that's that there, that one's on there, and I can see that I need to drop this one down a bit, I think. As I say, it takes time and you just have to be patient. That's it. So that one needs a little smidge trimming off there. Don't think you'd see it, but we'll just trim it off just in case. Right, and then this one on here. Okay, so we'll give that a good burnishing. Okay, and then the idea is you're going to have that one behind there, and then this one will sit on top there. So you've got a really nice finished border. So what I'm going to do next is stick this behind here. So probably the easiest way to do this is just pop a little bit of glue along the edge here. And then it might be easier if you're standing up to do this. Line this up so that you're happy with it. And at this stage I put a piece of black card on the back. Don't forget we haven't made up the actual cover yet, so I'll just do this. You will already have had this piece of black card cut because it will have been in the instructions. There we go. Okay. So if you've got a glue brush at this point, I would probably use it with a glue pot because you'll get a much better, smoother, even coverage. There. Okay, so that's that piece there. Then you can put your, right, if you want to put any sequins or anything else like that in there, Now is the time to add that, and then we're going to get some sticky paws, which is here. I knew I had some somewhere. We'll pop some sticky paws on here. Because we're sticking acetate down. That's another one there, and I'm going to go in here nice and close to that edge. Here. Remove those bits. Okay, so I'll take these bits off. And if you're thing's not lifting up easily, it's because you haven't burnished your tape enough, which you'll see why I'm going back in and doing it again. Okay, and you can pop your acetate on. Peel off the cover on one side, and then you're just going to pop that, oops, straight on like that, so it's covered. And make sure it's not overlapping your grey board. If it is very slightly, just trim it off with a craft knife. But it will be covered with tape anyway, so give that a good burnishing. And then you're going to peel this one off. Sometimes if your hands worked it would be good, wouldn't it? Okay, so peel that one off. And then you're going to put this one on top like this. So again, you'll need to use double-sided tape to stick that on because it's acetate. That's good burnishing. Okay, and then we're going to do the same again. We're going to stick these . And then that piece is going to fit on there. On there like that. So now you've done your frame, we're just going to put the cover together. So this is the front, that's the back, and that's your spine, but you need to make sure you have it over that way. And the first thing you're going to do is edge everything with black tape. So both of these, you're going to do that through those 3 sides. These you're going to do all 4, and then just the top and bottom of the spine. So we'll do that now. I think that would look quite nice with some sequins or something in, but I didn't have any to hand. Okay, so we're just going to go around nice and slow like we normally do. If you find it hard doing it all in one go, just do 1 strip at a time, because this tape blends really nicely onto itself. Pull that a little bit further, I think. Normally we don't do 4 because we've got the spine, but I just want a bit of extra protection for it. Okay, so just cut along there. Right, and give that a little burnish. Pinch just to get your straight bits there. Just put that on there. And we'll do that one. I'm literally taking out a tiny. I'm actually taking the corner off because I'm doing such a small. I'll show you here. I'm doing such a small little smidge. Actually, I'm going to leave that one straight, and then this one where they've joined, just do that there. Take that one out. Take that piece off, and a little smidge there. Okay, so we'll put. Now Karen has a very good idea. She says, "Oh, you can rest it on your tape like this, so it's nice and flat." If you struggle with, put that down lightly, it'll get burnished later. So good idea, Karen, to have this resting on the edge. Just do that by hand. Right, I can see I need to angle this one a little bit more. Drop that bit off there, and then these pieces will go on top. As I say, I'm not burnishing firmly at the moment because I've got to do the other side, but I'm going to mitre these a little bit more. This tape sticks really well to itself, but it is nice to, if you're sticking it on top or joining edges, it's nice to just mitre the pieces there. Right, and then because that's flat, I can turn this over now. Give that a little push down, and then we're going to do the same thing just with this one, just a little tiny, I'll show you what I'm doing, a little smidge, and I'm literally, that's the amount that I'm taking out on my thumb. That's better, you can see it there. Okay, so that's that one. That's got a bit of tape left from another one. The trouble, it is sticky and it does stick to your scissors. Okay, so we'll trim that one. That a little wiggle there. This one. And that one there. That's Sam playing about in the background with some videos that Kay's just sent through, which are amazing. So just pop that there. Right, I can see I I need to trim. That's not there. Oh, that's okay. It's alright, it was a bit of rubbish from something else. I'll just put that one there. Mighty corner there. That's that one done. And this one will need the corner mitering a smidge. Okay, so what we'll do next is run along the edge. And then we're going to burnish. And we're going to go back to the top and burnish on here. So you've got a really nice, neat edge. And if you've got a little bit sticking over there, just trim it, because it might have been because you haven't trimmed it enough. Oh, look at these scissors covered in things. And that one there. Okay, so that's your front cover, and all the edges, the acetate and everything else is clear, is held in place. So your spine, we're going to go around top and bottom, and then you don't want to make this too bulky in the hinges, so just trim those bits off. And then decide which is going to be your inside, and I'm going to have this as my inside, and you'll see why in a minute. I'll put this one on here as well. So this is going to be my inside, but I want to make sure I've got enough black tape going up depending on how wide my spine is going to be. So just to be, it's like a belt and braces job. So I'll cut that bit there and just pop that on there. That bit's going to be, these sides are going to be covered by the hinges, so we'll put this bit on here. Snip and give it a good burnishing. That's it there. Okay, so that's your top. We'll put a little arrow on there. That's your inside spine, and that's your back one there, and that's just got to be covered with tape now. So we'll do that. And I'm only going to do 3 sides because the other side is going with the spine, and ordinarily I'd do that with the front cover, but because we've got the acetate that we wanted to give a nice smooth edge and give a bit more strength as well. So that's there. More snip. Okay. A little burnish. Little burnish. Little burnish. Karen's tip, pop that on there. Do the long side first, just push it up with your fingers. Oh, I can see why it's going dark, and that's when I lean over. Okay, and then that one there. I'm going to lift that up, and we're going to do the same again. Little pinch, and then a smidge, smidge. See when that folds over, that's going to be sticking out a bit, so pop that there. That's like that. Pop that there. Pop that there. A bit more burnishing. Right, so now it's time to stick it all together. use our hinge spacers and tape. I'm just going to stick that on the edge. About a third of the way in. Alright, I'm just moving it so it's a bit straighter for me. No, still wants to go a bit more. That's better. Okay. Hinge spacer. Hinge spacer. Spine and spine. Take this off here. Take that off there. Now, because you've got your gap between, just take your time putting it down. Pull it up this way. Right, just leave it as it is for now. Don't do anything else with it. We're going to wait until you've stuck the other bit. I'll put this one on here. Now we're going to do the back cover. I just had to stop and just take that smidgy bit off. Just had to stop and sort the memory card out. Take that bit there. Pop that on there. Put one over there. Over there. Snip. Right. Before you burnish or do anything else, just fold your hinges both ways. Okay, we'll go on to the front first. Use the edge of your bone folder, never, never, never the sharp edge, the sharp corner. Do the same thing here, down in here. And this bit, that's where you're working in gently into the edge of the cover. That's it, and that's your cover done. Go along the edge here so it's nice and neat. And then your spine you will stick into here. Burnish that a bit more. Okay, then your spine you'll stick into there. And that's your cover. If you get stuck at all, just give us a shout.